I guess you start, Lynette, you got great people. And you know what, Kevin, you got great people. I don't know if it started there or not, but it did start with people. And my relationships have grown since 2017. I got a lot more friends. I didn't have many before that. You know, you talk about stories and how did you get here? And there's so many good memories that are continuing. But the best recollection that I have that can give what we're celebrating today the most justice is I met a guy at the President's Tailgate in a home football game. And it was a home football game, a night kickoff after an 11 o'clock Kinnick duel. Iowa Wrestling beat number 1 Oklahoma State in that duel in Kinnick Stadium. Had 52,000 plus there. I got invited to the practice facility at football to introduce the new president, who was Harold at the time, Bruce Harold. And so I introduced him, and I met this guy, and his name was Bob Nichols. He was wearing a Hawkeye wrestling jacket. And I said, you don't get that jacket by being a peon. You got to earn that jacket. And you don't just earn it with money. You earn it with guts, and you earn it with mentality, and you earn it with decency and all the ingredients that go into being a partner. You're 100% committed. But I didn't know him. And so I got introduced to him, and we went our separate ways, and he's talking to Luke Eustace, was our director of operations at the time. And he says to Luke Eustace, he says, hey, let me know if you need anything, ever. And Luke Eustace said to me, ran into him in our little area, he said, yeah, I talked to Bob Nichols today again, and he said, if you need anything, let him know. And I said, give me his number. Because you know what? He had invited himself into our domain many times, but I just didn't listen. And I called him up, and I said, Bob Nichols, I'm coming to see you. And he said, okay, when? And I said, I'll be there tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Me and Eustace are driving right now. It's 800 miles to Franktown, Colorado. We drove to Franktown, Colorado, and we stayed overnight in a rinky-dink hotel. And we got up. We told him we'd be there at 7 a.m. because I asked him if he was an early riser or not. And he said, you doggone right I am. I will put in 8 miles by then. He's a track guy. And so we walked into his office, and it was a great day, and his door was open, probably like it is every day. And we walked right in there, and when we left, and I'm going to keep this a little bit shorter than what happened, but when we left, I had a $50,000 check to the Hawkeye Wrestling Club and a $1 million commitment to a facility that was just getting off the ground.